Welcome to part 2 in what is likely to be a weekly series of me sharing my most memorable moments of Second Life's history. You can see that I'm not using my digital camera this time, and I'm actually filming from Help Island. This is partially to illustrate that you don't need to reveal your real-life persona in order to share your Second Life memories, and also because I want to share some memories about Help Island itself. Now, the first thing to mention is that Help Island wasn't around when I first joined. So I only had Orientation Island to help me out, which was slightly problematic as I ended up getting stuck underwater and getting stuck in the chasm just before the exit. Eventually I did get out. I ended up going to Ahern Welcome area, exploring a little, but I always ended up returning there. Partially because I ended up, playing the little games they had there, and also just to help out with the other newcomers. Eventually I joined the official mentor program and ended up coming back to Help Island in order to help with the waves of new residents coming in. This was when I actually met Tattoo Nino for the first time as well, which was a great help. One of the things I remember doing on Help Island, aside from helping out with the newbies of course, is building a little test track for them to drive on. Now, before I'd come along, there were cars that people could get for free, and I think there was bikes and possibly skateboards as well. Now, the problem was that people would be driving them as soon as they got them, which then led to people crashing them, getting stuck, or running into other newbies, which was obviously a bad thing. So I ended up building a little test track. It proved to be quite popular, although initially it did peeve off a few of the other volunteers, seeing as how I didn't go through proper channels in order to get it built. But they did see that it was a good idea. I did apologise and, got everything sorted. It went through 2 or 3 revisions before it was, finally done. A lot of the mentors did help out with improving it, seeing as how, obviously being a newcomer at Second Life, my building skills weren't, fantastic. That test track did end up remaining for at least a year. I do remember it was still there during Second Life's 3rd birthday, as we ended up putting some of Tattoo Nino's promotional kiosks for the 3rd birthday event. To try and encourage some of the newbies to go there. So there were some other daft things we used to do. There was only one Help Island to start off with, and there weren't as many people coming into it as there are now. So we ended up having a lot of free time occasionally, mostly during the weekdays. I do remember building little ramps in the sandbox, and then the mentors would take turns seeing how far they could jump across the island. I do remember myself managing to land right in the centre hub just behind me, and I think a few of the other mentors managed to go right clear across the island. We did of course get back to work, helping out and being professional once the newbies started arriving, but it was nice just to kill some time there. I do remember that the Lindens used to come by quite a lot, and getting back to the test track, I do remember this is a perfect example of the kind of humour that a lot of the Lindens and volunteers share. Harry Linden swang by to test out his Hogger vehicle. Harry Linden had a habit of running around as a little warthog in a spacesuit, so Hogger, Hummer, that kind of thing. You should see the URL to the video, to the photo of the Hogger at the bottom of the screen. Yes, getting back to the anecdote. He ended up running over one of the other mentors accidentally, and just showing the creativity and humour of the mentors ended up sort of treating it as a little DUI incident of Harry Linden accidentally running over Mickey Cure. I don't come to Help Island so much now, um, but I do swing by every so often. I did used to do like quite long shifts during college, so it is quite good to swing back and put some good back into the community, etc., etc. So I do have lots of good memories of the place, and I'm quite sure a lot of you do as well. So hopefully I will hear back from some of you, and I think we'll leave it at that. Goodbye.